Sheep, I have a question about some gear.
Sure.
I mean, Jonas got me to buy these smoked goggles, but can you just wear them on your head and pop them down when you need them, or do you need to like keep them in a bag or something?
You can just kind of have them on your head, that's fine.
Okay.
He
I
forced
think
you
he
to
meant
buy
without them
smoke
taking
goggles.
like a slot.
Yeah, of course. You can just put them on your head without them taking the slot. It's you would store them on your head. That would be a flavor thing, I'd say. Which is
Yeah,
fine.
I have it on my head. I just pop them down when I need them.
I
Yeah, but
love
if you have
how
some
you.
sort of glasses, you need to have them on a chain so that you can pop them off when you need
Yeah,
the goggles.
exactly.
I love how you presented that, Sheep. Like Jonas held him at, I suppose, sword point, because gun point really ain't a thing up there.
I mean, I do have, you know.
You're going to buy these smoke goggles.
You will get these goggles, or I will.
Things will be unpleasant.
Right. I had to use different phraseology because gunpoint. I mean, you wouldn't get that.
I don't even know what a gun is.
Yeah.
You would
I don't know
take
what a point is.
Is it like
you
a?
don't know what a
hill
gun
in the
is. As your
forest.
character is.
I held him at
lay
moose point.
down the 4 sticks and make a circle.
No, I had a moose. I held him at moose point. It was like, you do this, or this moose is.
Gonna run in front of your
Yeah,
car.
he's gonna run in front of your car.
Okay.
Who wants to do the recap?
I would love to do the recap.
All right, Jonas. Go.
I love recaps. Last time on Pathfinder Iron Gods, the revenge of everything, we did things and stuff. We started out in the city of Torch, which is a city beleaguered by a lot of problems. Connor Bain, the pillar of the community, has disappeared down into the mysterious depths underneath Torch, the same depths that are no doubt fueling the titular torch of the city. Which is what they use to create all of the fantastic smithing and metals and ironworks and stuff they do. So with the torch going out and Connor Bain missing, everyone is up in a tizzy. And we're like, oh god, we need to find him. So they sent in a couple of parties down there into the caverns to find him, but they never returned and probably died horribly. And so we basically, it fell upon one of the adoptive children of Connor Bain called Zahran, the mysterious android, to gather a proper skilled party to go down there. So he did. We took the job on an offering of a total of 8,000 gold pieces, which is certainly a nice bounty for us in this case. And we have accepted. And so we started to plumb the depths, and some people got down there easily, and some people got plumbed, so to speak. But we got down there, shot up some imps, threw some torches at mold that exploded. There was some dark-skinned shadow skulkers with daggers, and there was a mysterious door and a blint helm, which really wrecked us. And yeah, we headed out, healed up, bought some stuff, and now we're about to head down again.
Yes, it is then the morning-ish of the next day, cloudy, warm day as was yesterday. And before you do get the chance to head out after reconvening in the Foundry Tavern and resting, presumably, you get a knock on its front door.
Well, this is my home, motherfucker. I love home. Someone's knocking on the tavern door. That's great. Zahran will stand up I thought Val told all of these people that the tavern was closed. Zahran well, maybe he didn't sleep, so unarmored and without his weapons, he'll slam in the door. Good morning. The tavern is closed for business. Connor Bain is out, as you should probably know.
In front of the door stands a small boy, probably no more than 12 years old, holding a piece of paper in one hand and a number of envelopes in the other. He smiles a toothy smile, nods in an affirmative way that he does indeed know that, and then concentrates on the piece of paper that he's holding and begins reading off it. Greetings, sirs and ma'ams. Garmin Ulref, proprietor of the illustrious tavern in Cardroom Silverdisc Hall, wishes to formally invite you to partake in its many activities. And, of course, no invitation would be complete without a generous gift such as these 5 certificates, worth 100 gold pieces each, to be exchanged at any time during the next week for any kind of entertainment that Silver Disc Hall has to offer, of which there are many. A smart and agile mind could even use these to become truly rich and happy. And if you're feeling truly adventurous, get a taste of the future, only in Silver Disc Hall. He looks back at you, smiles, and, holds out his left hand containing 5 envelopes.
Zahran blinks, and because he was taught to, tip messengers so that the little children wouldn't starve to eat, he'll hand the boy 2 copper pieces as he takes the letters.
The boy will take the copper pieces, frown at them for a moment, but then get back his previous smile and run off. And runs off, even.
Zahran, stands there, with the envelopes and... Garmin Ulreth? God, is that what you said?
Ulreth, yes.
We just listened to a real commercial.
So, with that combined with the phraseology that he used, I imagine that this has something to do with, was it Silver Disc Hall, God?
Silver Disc Hall, yes. You would definitely know that as an establishment that was not only a competitor to, of course, Connor Bain's Foundry Tavern here, but is also owned by Garmin Ulreth. It is known for the fact that it is the only establishment that really focuses on gambling and money activities. There are plenty of rumors that Garmin Ulreth, the owner of Silver Disc Hall, manages to get away with certain questionable business practices, mostly because a lot of people owe him money. It is, however, a very popular location in Torch.
Zahran will blink and slowly rotate and say, "Well, if you all are interested in gambling on the house, it seems that the 5 of us have been invited to Silver Disc Hall for complimentary gambling. 100 gold pieces on the house."
Shonda, wrenches her gaze away from the tribe dance that Rother's doing on the bar and looks over and says, "Well, that was certainly very generous. Would a good proprietor have some ulterior motive to invite us, I wonder?"
Zahran blinks. Has he ever heard of is this a thing that the complimentary stuff is? He's probably never heard of it. I don't think because he's not really a townie.
It's not really a common occurrence that people get invited there, although the owner of the Silver Disc Hall is known to be somewhat unusual himself.
Right. Zahran will say, "Garmin Ulreth is a powerful individual in Torch, and if he does have an ulterior motive involving us, I think it would be best if we actually showed up and accepted his offer anyway. If he's interested in any of you, or what we're doing as a group, then it would be best to be closer to him."
Yeah, we should go.
Do we have the free time though?
We'll be fine.
I don't think it will take that long to lose 100 complimentary gold pieces.
Let's first then, I want to try to identify that stick button
Yes,
thing.
the slender metal rod with a button,
Yep.
using your powerful hocus pocus.
All
Well,
right,
I
that
mean,
would
really,
be knowledge engineering.
yeah, I will cast Technologist so that it doesn't count, or not Technologist, Technomancy, so that I count as having the Technologist feat, so it's not untrained.
Okay.
And then I will make,
Does it give you a bonus on the knowledge engineering check as well?
not unless I have the Technologist feat already.
Ah,
If
you
I already
scrub.
have Technologist, I get a +10.
You scrub! Scrub!
It's okay, I'm getting it at 3rd level, it's fine.
You call yourself a professor!
That's okay.
While the spell does most definitely detect the object you're investigating as a technological object, you cannot divine its purpose.
Should I just point it at a random wall and press it?
Yeah, Why not?
No.
Which side?
If you vaporize this tavern, I will kill you.
I somehow doubt we found a vaporization beam in the very first.
You don't know what we found, and neither do I. If once you return Conir, he can easily identify it.
Could do it out by the donkeys.
It could be a priceless artifact that will undoubtedly be broken by haphazardly mashing buttons.
You make good points.
Thank you.
Might also be the key to one of the doors we found down there.
Maybe.
Perhaps. We can keep it with us. I see no reason to leave it behind. Just... unless we encounter a door that requires the specific press of that slender metal rod.
Shauna looks over to the corpse of the repair bot. It's like, yeah, leaving technological things here seems risky.
I mean, kind of kicks at it.
Zahran looks over at it and says, I don't think it moved during the night. Although I did think Val would be relocating it to Conir's bedroom. I shall have a talk with her. And then Zahran immediately goes walking away.
Shauna looks at the others. She's like,
One of you know where Silver Disc Hall is?
Pinion immediately turns to the rest and says, so how about you say we press the button?
Shauna looks at
Shrugs, just,
Shauna looks at him with shrugs
I
as
should
well.
think, Professor.
Mm.
You're the expert.
He actually,
Maybe we should wait until we get
kinda
back to
looks
the
at it.
caves.
yeah, he kind of looks at it and decides against it.
I don't really know where Silver Disc Hall is, but I suppose such a illustrious gambling establishment should be rather easy to find in this town.
And I don't have anything to say to Val other than to check up on her, make sure she hasn't found another robot to activate. God, that's about it.
Val is currently cleaning up some of the splinters that have shot through this building thanks to the robot out of her room.
All right.
She does seem fine otherwise.
Good. Zahran will bid her good day in his typical way, and after making sure that she's no longer, not activating things that she shouldn't, he'll leave her.
Well, I suppose then we should take a peek into the Silver Disc Hall and see if he actually wants anything. If he just wants to advertise his leisure opportunities, then we might pursue those later on once we have actually.
I mean, if we're already going to be there, we might as well just burn through the 100 complimentary gold pieces. I don't think it'll take
put
that
them all
long.
on 5 or something.
Well, it depends how long they are good for.
He said a week.
Okay.
No, let's visit Silver Disc Hall then, I suppose.
Alrighty. Zahran can certainly lead you there, no problems.
This is a location that he avoids. Basically because Conir, looked at Zahran and how terrible he is with, sense motive and, you shouldn't go there, Zahran.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You don't seem like to be a good gambler. Okay.
Silver Disc Hall, if you look on the map, is on location 3 over here.
Mm-hmm.
Not that far from the Foundry Tavern, but
I mean,
enough
it's on
distance
the
away.
way.
It's literally on the way to
Yeah.
hell. So
Apparently, I'm already on this map.
Yeah.
We might be dead before the day's over. So
Oh yeah, there's another cartoon as well.
it's not like I've ever had that pop up saying oh, you get $100 for free to gamble for.
100 free spins
Yeah.
on this Game of Thrones roulette. Oh.
I will make a different map available for you.
holy shit,
Is it a party map?
Shit.
we're gonna be fighting on this map then, guys. That's what that means, right?
I draw my weapons.
Flip the table. Look at that guy.
Look at that guy. Rope fist thug.
She looks pretty cool, actually. Rope fist she has ropes bound around. Oh, now that's awesome. I like that name.
She's a brawler.
The person standing in front of the door does indeed look essentially like a bouncer probably would look, bored out of her mind, and she does indeed have ropes bound around her fists.
Oh, I like that name. Zahran, in his slow roll, who is completely incapable of seeing the intentions of others unless he rolls amazingly well because he's emotionless. Will just nod as he's walking towards the door and say "Good day" at the bored individual.
The individual pays you a moment of, well, acknowledgement, but nothing more than that. And from the currently closed doors, you can clearly make out some quiet, although quick music, as well as a number of voices, even at this time of day.
All right, go ahead and go in.
We get the lady. Follow.
I don't think she's a lady. Like,
I think she is.
I think she's
Proper
a
lady.
woman, but not a lady.
She is trained in sewing and dancing.
You know, you haven't seen many Kellet women, have you?
no, no. If
The
they
standard is different.
if they
Oh
if they raid the
Oh.
Riverlands, I might have shot a few.
Oh my! I like this.
Look at this
Looking
establishment.
good here.
Silver Disc Hall isn't as nice of a place as this map might present it, and although there's a slight haze in the room,
This guy.
it's a place, and it looks like the people are having fun, and that's what counts, right?
Oh, the priest is here.
Yeah.
He's like here.
Amelia Otterby, remind me, was that the name of the daughter who's like fiance or whatever I brought
Yes.
back?
Yes. She currently seems to be very drunk and making vaguely rhythmic movements on top of one of the tables.
How about that Barry guy, Jonas? You want to be Barry, don't you? The good clock fathers.
Yeah, that's what I said. The priest is here.
Yeah,
He's just
no,
hanging
that's
out.
how we know this is a good spot.
You would, of course, recognize the good old clockfather Zahran as well. Yes.
How drunk is he? Is he making rhythmic motions?
Hey, we needed to find him anyway for the water. This is convenient.
Yeah,
Exactly.
stop shop.
What we learned, we had to go here.
He
Where
does
do
not
we-
seem to be overly drunk. He has a mug next to him, but he mostly seems to prefer this spot to just talk to another individual.
Zahran blinks and looks around. I don't know whether I've ever seen this Garmin Olreth before, but Zahran figures that in order to utilize these complimentary gold pieces, he needs to check in with the proprietor, Silver Desk Hall.
The serving girl behind the bar certainly pays you a moment of attention as well, but leaves you to your business, whatever that might be for the moment. Unless, of course, you approach her.
I think I will, actually. Zahran will stalk up to the bar and say, I am looking for Galman Olreth. He requested my presence. Do you know his location?
She smiles at you and says, "Oh, you must be the group then that he invited. Yes, he's just in the kitchen, actually. Garmin!" And through the kitchen door, the doors fly open, and a man appears. A confident man with a short but rather magnificent beard and sparkling eyes as he spots you, throws out his arms in greeting, takes a step forward.
He is the cleanest man in this town. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't trust him at all.
No, he's obviously the
Look at
worst
that
person
guy.
that lives here.
He has a face you just can't. not
That is a
trust.
strong chin. I like that face. It's a
He
good face.
smiles at each of you for a moment and says, "Ah, my honored guests. I'm so glad that you've decided to come."
Thank you for
Right.
inviting us, Mr. Olreth.
I'm not.
If only the timing wasn't so unfortunate. You see, I have some important business to take care of at the moment, otherwise I'd of course personally show you around here. But let me at least point out some things before I leave, so you're not completely lost. Here on these tables, he points to these tables here,
All right.
we mostly offer 9 up down and 17 losers. But for those who enjoy mind versus machine, we have a mechapod table in the corner over there. Points here. Pretty new game, although it is mostly for the quick of mind, which, to be quite honest, most of the patrons here are not.
And none of us either.
If riches are not on your mind at the moment, then perhaps the bedroom area upstairs is more to your liking. And last but not least, although it is not covered by your certificates, I'm afraid, it is Silver is tall, highest quality product. I call it the future. Because just as the future is uncertain, but undoubtedly glorious, so is this drink. It is the kind of drink where I'm legally obliged to hand you one of these, but that is just a formality. He hands a piece of paper to Zahran, since he's standing the closest, which essentially states that in order to be allowed to purchase the drink called the Future, you have to sign this paper, which, among other things, explains that Silver Call is not responsible for any side effects,
It's strange fluids, mankind.
He's serving strange fluids.
including but not limited to extra limbs, spontaneous combustion, everlasting euphoria, and sudden great looks.
I mean, 3 out of those things are great.
This dude is selling strange fluids as a
Yep.
bar drink.
Yes, he is.
I'm willing to test my luck for the
But
mutation.
it's the future.
Yeah.
Waits a moment until Zahran can has had a look at the paper.
Zahran has a look and says, "Thank you for your warning, Mr. Olreth."
Well, it's not exactly a warning. I just have to give you this. But you see Barry over there in the corner? He came here 5 years ago saying that he had contracted some terrible disease and was going to die in a few days. And now, well, there he is. 5 years later. One of my best patrons now.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I gotta run, I'm afraid. And, of course, thank you for helping the town. Just let me help you help us and enjoy yourselves for a bit. Don't have to work yourselves to death now, do you?
Thank you, Mr. Olreth.
He nods and walks over to the staircase over here.
I kind of wish that we hadn't done strange fluids in Forsaken Throne, because then we would be here and not knowing what they did, purchase them.
But you don't know
Zahran,
what
like,
they are.
Zahran, looks around and, looks over at Rothor and says, "Maybe get a little bit closer here for a second."
Oh, okay. We can talk quiet if that's what you want.
So yes, and the crowning thing, Zahran actually lean in and, with a completely straight face, say, "I'm not entirely sure I trust everything he just told us."
Stop crowding around the small person.
I mean, I don't know what I would do in a bedroom since we have another place to sleep, but
Shonda looks at him
money seems to be good.
quirks an eyebrow.
I want to be
Maybe we
rich.
could-
I want to have a future. This sounds great place.
Hold on.
I don't know what
although we
trouble.
can't,
I'm being
although we
trusted.
can't buy the future, I presume, can partake in other food and drinks, so the Clockfather's over there, and then we can get the
You
water breathing blessing and then go. So, I mean,
You mentioned
we
something
have
about
this
a game for the mind.
yes, the mind over machine thing, and he points towards the booth, because he
Yeah.
remembers that.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Oh, that formatting is terrible. These are the games that are indeed available for you to play, if you would want to.
That sounds like a game that we can maybe play later.
Yeah, Fimian's interested in the mind over machine game, but we don't have time.
I actually think we do. We might as well enjoy this. This has been offered for a reason. I don't think this just exists
True.
randomly.
Well, I'm not exactly going to be the halfling that walks up to 2 rope fist thugs and says, "Hey, fuck off! I want to play your game."
You're not saying fuck off. I'm pretty sure they're running the game.
They are, in fact, looking like they are running the games.
I figured
one
they
is
were playing
trying.
the
I mean, Rotha is a very much a man who believes in destiny, so he'll play a chance game, and if he wins, then that was supposed to be, and if not, then that's supposed to be. So, well, all about throwing the dice.
The chance games would be available at these tables.
Oh, give the others
Essentially,
a-
how these games would work, they are either a profession gambler or a wisdom check.
I suppose destiny doesn't like me.
That
Which
can
one is
be
which one is the wisdom check?
That is the main check for the game, although you can gain a bonus using, depending on the game, an appropriate skill. For the chance-based card game, that would either be sleight of hand, of course, as well as a rather hard perception check to perhaps glimpse upon the cards of the dealer to see something that could help you. For the 17 losers, that's slightly more of a skillful gambling game, meaning you need to understand the rules in the first place, which would be an intelligence check. And for that game, you can use sleight of hand and essentially all these social skills: diplomacy, bluff, intimidate, sense motive.
Yeah, no.
So what's the rules for the bedrooms? This is
You need a high
pretty horrible.
constitution.
Oh man.
I have a decent constitution.
The
Got
Got
That's
that.
my-
Got that. I can rage.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I almost bit down on my tongue when you said that.
That's what I hear about the killing people.
Yeah.
A raging
win
boner.
money.
Ha 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 ha.
Hate fucking to the extreme.
Only for a few rounds though, like a minute.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing to lose. It's 100 complimentary goldies, so long as you don't get sucked in and spend more money. Like, go for it.
Of a one-shot wonder.
How did the Mechapog play?
The Mechapod is also a wisdom check as the main thing. You need to understand the rules, which is an intelligence check, and then you can use either sleight of hand, disable device, and knowledge engineering to maybe give you an edge.
That's my game.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's nothing I have a positive.
No.
Okay,
I'm good at that.
No.
I'm good at
Seriously, go for it, James.
let's throw some dice.
Yeah, I could go. Check
Where's
out
the
that.
dice table?
That would be one of these. You can just kind of
Oh,
sit
there's
next
one's
to the
dice
table.
I'm just gonna do this. Well, walk up.
I'm just gonna like huddle in
Nice.
the corner here. These two thugs looking at me intimidatingly.
If the complimentary thing, like, I presume that also does cover food and drink, so long as it's not the future sheep. Is that correct?
It only covers entertainment. It does not cover food and drink.
Okay, food and drink is not entertainment. All right.
Nope.
Caveat.
Zahran, like, scratches his head and, like, looks over at Shanala and says, "Well, Halldamir did tell me to stay away from this place, but perhaps there is something to be discovered in their bedrooms. None of these games interest me down here."
Sean like quirks an eyebrow, and then as if like, "Are you inviting me?" And then it's like, "Oh, of course, no, yes." she looks at Zahran and says,
like, "You're welcome to come if you want."
"Well, that is certainly a very forward offer, Zahran. Make sure you really ask what the bedrooms is about before you go in there, okay?" She sort of pats him on the shoulder.
Zahran thinks, "All right. The bedrooms. Supposedly people sleep in those, or at least."
I don't think that is what they're for, Zahran.
Oh. I mean... And like Zahran, like, muses, "I don't sleep either. I didn't think this establishment was run by..."
You really should go up there and take a look, I think. It would be very educational for you.
Zahran, like, goes upstairs to take a look.
Shanala chuckles and goes and sits next on this table. And looks at this fair lady.
This fair lady looks at you, raises an eyebrow, gestures towards the stairway, and looks at you questionably.
Oh, Chandra looks at her and shakes her head. No, thank you. I'm just here to talk, really.
She shrugs.
Seen much action here recently? She like
She
throws her leg over the table a bit.
She shrugs again. She does not seem to be very interested in you at this moment.
Mm-hmm. I believe entertainment is covered by the house currently. Don't tell me I need to sleep with you to talk to you.
Don't tell me that you expect me talking to you constitutes entertainment. That is not my job here.
That depends on what you're saying.
She raises an eyebrow. If you want to talk to people, maybe you should talk to someone who wants to talk to people.
Chandra looks at her. Oh, I see. Is it some sort of professional secrecy? Don't tell any secrets. Some sort of code like that.
It is mostly me having had a very bad night.
Oh, how so?
She glares at you. Professional secrecy, I'm
Mm.
afraid.
It wasn't our barbarian friend, was it? He rages.
No.
He nods slowly. All right then. Well, if you ever need something shot, you know where to find me, I suppose.
Does she though?
She smiled at that. Maybe I will.
Spoken with the awkwardness that I think is a problem. Oh man.
That's
Kainrik is taking a look at this mechanical game up here with Pimian.
Yeah.
all right. Let's do that first then.
Let's play some games.
At that table, both Pimian and Kainrik indeed find a strange wooden box with lots of gears and levers and buttons and other various things, as well as a set of cards that seems to be used in conjunction with it. Why don't you, or why don't anyone who wants to participate in this game, roll me an intelligence check to see if you can understand the explanations of one of the thugs here running the game?
Oh.
It's not your fault. I'm sure the thugs are just terrible at explaining it to you. And
Yeah,
and
well, 10's
terminology.
not that bad, I guess, on a stat check. I rolled a
Just
7.
put all your money in
Sucks,
this box and done.
Oh, you both do manage to think that you at least grasp the basics. Now, if you want to play fair, of course, that would just be a wisdom check. Otherwise, you could use sleight of hand, disable device, or knowledge engineering.
Oh, that is
In addition
also
to
like,
that-
What would those constitute? Sleight of hand, obviously. Sleight of hand.
Disable device would essentially be very similar to sleight of hand, manipulating the device maybe in ways that it wasn't meant to be manipulated in. Knowledge engineering would just be trying to further understand how the thing works and using that knowledge to your advantage.
is that cheating though?
Tick.
Knowledge engineering would not be cheating.
Damn, Jake.
So,
But Pimian does not find out anything that might help him.
I rolled a goddamn 1. Great.
I can also make that
Please don't roll a 1.
engineering.
How well does Kainrik understand?
How well?
Not that much better.
Not enough.
Hmm.
Well, let's play anyway. How much will it cost me from my 100 gold certificate?
That would be 20 gold pieces.
Okay, so I can basically like give these guys, like, they'll be like, okay, 20 gold off your certificate, right? But the certificate still says 100 gold, and I can go to any of the other games and still have 100 gold, right?
No, they would mark it on the certificate that you use 20 gold pieces of it.
Yeah. Well, we'll try.
Prestidigitation.
Can I, while he is playing, can I make another engineering check to see if I can learn more of it?
No. If you come back another day, you might be able to repeat the check, but not for this one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try.
All right.
Mark.
I mean, it's literally free money. There's no consequences here. Might as well.
Thought
just-
about selling it for 50 gold, but you know.
I mean, there's gotta be someone who wants to come here to Silver Disco and sell the certificate.
Well, let's give the wisdom check a spin.
All right.
All right.
19. That would be just enough to get the following amount of winnings.
Ding 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 ding
Gain
ding. All
25
right.
gold pieces.
Yeah.
Now that is real
right,
money that he can pocket.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and
Yes.
I'm walking away. I'm done. I profited.
But you can profit more.
No, but I'm frugal, Manikai.
But the certificate is worthless to you.
Yes,
No,
you
I-
still have the complimentary gold pieces. You can pocket the real money.
Joke.
Even if you don't win anything, I mean,
Yeah. Who cares? It's,
That covers like the cost of a scroll. Like that's important.
you know, Andrew in chat makes a good point. I'm on a winning streak.
yeah.
Let's go again.
Like witness that luck there. The glorious halfling luck. You used all of the bad rolls on the other things for this.
I'm learning how to play. Now when I actually play, it's better.
And the wisdom thing is the reason to play.
The beginner's luck.
Okay.
You can't end on a lose.
You lose the following amount of money.
Oh!
What? I thought you lost the 20 when you play. You lose
Yeah,
more
the
when you
20
lose?
is already what you paid. So you would lose 7.
Ah, okay.
Which, of course, can come from the certificate as well.
Will. So I paid 20 to lose 7, so I lose 27.
Wait,
Well, you also lost the 20 for the first game.
20
Yes,
also...
you've
Yeah.
already yes. So
Okay.
you're currently at 53.
Yeah. Alright.
Look
Yeah.
at Pinion and you gonna
Eric,
keep
wanna
playing?
play ball?
Hmm?
Do you want to play at all?
I'm just letting you play first. How much you want?
Well, I was just wondering if you wanted to try.
I will take my chances after you.
Okay, well, I'll go again.
You want to use the luck for that? You don't need that for combat, right?
Checks anyway.
That is not enough. You essentially just lose the 20 gold pieces.
Well, I got enough for one more go.
Believe in yourself. Toss that cobble.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds just disgusting, actually.
That is just enough. You gain 29 gold pieces.
Nice.
We're off the worst check.
Okay, so you have 13 complimentary gold pieces left, and
Yeah.
you've gained 54 gold pieces.
Yeah.
So you should probably spend those 7 to get another roll, right?
Inspired by P-Man's luck, I will take a chance as well.
Alright. Do you want to use either sleight of hand or disable device to increase your chances?
No, I don't really have any skill in those, so
Alright.
just gonna do it fair and square.
Go ahead, take my seat.
I know.
That is not enough. In addition to the 20 you spent, you lose another 8.
Hmm.
Oh. So 14 is the break-even point. Less you lose, more you win.
And the odds on this game are really shitty.
That's how gambling establishments make money. The house is waiting to
Yeah.
win these things.
Oh, give it one more try. Ooh.
Oof. There you go.
17. That is enough to make your money back and a bit more.
Maybe.
All right.
28.
So you're
Oh,
down
wow.
to 52 complimentary gold pieces, and you've got 28.
Yep. I think I'm
You're on a
good with
winning
that.
streak.
Yeah, that could pay for a level 1 scroll too. Totally worth it.
Yeah. Well,
it's not
I'm
a
gonna.
streak. It's not a streak with only one win.
It's a streak.
Yes, it is.
Streak of 1.
Yes, you gotta keep it going. I mean, what else are you gonna play? Keep the dream alive.
Well, hang on. Is there anything that else in here that I can get with 13 or?
It is 20 per game.
Okay, so I might as well spend 7 just to waste the rest of these complimentaries.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you could like give like your 13 complimentaries to like Kynric, right?
Else, yeah.
I could.
Who might be able to spend them and get an equal number, and you could split the winnings for that. If you really want to.
Nah, fuck it. Pimian wants to test his mind. Fuck.
Well,
What have we learned, Jay?
Wants to test
Okay.
his wallet too. This is standard gambling, isn't
In
it?
addition to the 20, you now owe the house an extra 60.
Oh, God.
What?
6.
Yep.
Shit. Timian let his...
that is amazing. I wanted to test my. Oh,
Ooh.
I put a hand on P-Man's shoulder on Professor.
can't
I
even
think we
be
should
honest.
call it here.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't have any complimentary gold left, and I'm not gonna pay actual money other than that 7. Yeah, I can't even be mad. Like, I have less money than I came in with, but that's how gambling works.
Don't you have more though?
So in total, on this whole thing, you lost money.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
I mean, don't you have more actual money?
No.
And what if you gambled more, Jake?
You could win
Yeah.
it back, probably, if you rolled a 20.
Yeah, but I won't.
All right.
Move away
Yeah,
from the table.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Alright, Rofor, you wanted to gamble as well.
Is there like an all-in-one roll? 100 gold
Uh,
pieces on one die?
You can essentially just make five rolls in quick succession and I'll figure out what you win.
Well, let's not do that then. If there's no way I can just gamble big, I might as well just do my stat checks, right?
Yeah.
Nah, what the hell? That's terrible.
For that particular game, that fortunately, is not as bad. You only, in addition to the 20, lose another 2.
Just get a thing so I can keep track of that. Oh, thank you, Grimmith.
Mhm.
Then let's see. Another one. Surely our favorite spell.
That,
I have a
that is
-2. The odds are not very good.
that is pretty bad, because in addition to the 20, you lose another 92 gold pieces.
Well, I guess I'm out of money.
Wow.
In this establishment, destiny only works for the house, it appears.
These
Good thing-
D100s are fucking brutal.
Good things you folks can invoke the power of Shonda certificate. Like, Shonda!
Shonda, I need your money.
I've lost money on this
Like
still.
5 minutes
Oh.
in.
Pimin, did you happen to have any more money? This guy just swindled me out of like 100 gold pieces.
Same.
Should we? I mean, that guy was quickly out of the door. I mean, we don't have to conform.
I don't know. I'm just gonna sulk.
I do love the declaration. I want to test my mind.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move over by the musicians here. And
That was a very fairly little entertainment.
Yeah, I was entertained, like, by the game, but my wallet.
So what mini game is up here upstairs? Is she?
Upstairs is the minigame of
Not-
many doors.
Not so many, if you know what I'm saying.
Zahran
What's behind
stretches
door
his head,
one?
like not entirely sure. Like there's a bunch of I don't know what bedrooms or what are not bedrooms.
There are 4 doors on the left and 4 doors on the right, and 1 door in the very back. The door in the very back has a sign above it saying "Office, do not enter," whereas some of the 8 other doors have a green sign next to the handle, while the others have a red sign next to the handles.
Red probably means it's open for business.
This is the part
I
where
don't
you put
believe
on
you,
your
Joe.
giant
Red-
blue
red-
glasses and
Red
open every door screaming surprise.
Numeria is like China. Numeria is like China. Red means party.
Zahran stands like in the middle of like the hallway contemplating because he's trying to remember like his politeness and that's a thing. He's going to like stand in the middle hallway, listen for sounds, determine like which rooms are producing the least amount of sound so that he can try one of those doors.
The least
Wouldn't the
amount
least
of
sound be the
sounds.
sleeping people?
The least amount of sounds are currently produced by essentially most of the doors with a red mark on it. All of the doors with a red mark on it, in fact.
Okay.
With the
Does
green
that-
markers, there's an occasional cough and breathing.
Okay.
And the office seems to be rather busy at the moment as well.
Okay. Zahran will walk to one of the red sign doors and politely rap on it. He's not like sure, like the door's closed, and so he doesn't want to like barge in. Val's yelled at him for that before.
You rap at one of the doors with a red marker, and nothing happens.
Okay. Zahran assumes that that door is
Maybe
Hold on, I'm trying to get in character here.
maybe the door is broken. Maybe the red mark
Give
is
me a
like it's
second.
a broken door.
I gotta get in character. Zahran naturally assumed that in that case, that means that no one's in there. He's just looking for. But in that case, he does want to look out the bedrooms because there might be like games or something. Maybe this is some sort of like mental test. He'll attempt to open the door.
The door does seem to be locked.
Aha! This is the game. Zahran like says, and well, he wouldn't have his armor on anyway, so let me go ahead and take that off.
What
This
now?
this is great. He wouldn't have his armor on for being in here. All right, and so he stares at the door. So this is the game. This is the entertainment. And he'll pull out like this masterwork thieves toolkit that we got last session. Let's figure it out. And yes, That is what is going to happen. I won't take 10, I'll just go ahead and flat roll. Zahran attempts to pick the lock.
The lock is picked without any difficulty, and Zahran finds himself in, as expected, a bedroom. There's a large double bed in the room's middle, a small drawer on the left side, and a small nightstand on the right side. Other than that, the room is pretty barren.
Zahran, lengthens onto him. Yes, that was an excellent test of my skill. I had not tested out this kit. He's standing there in the doorway, begins folding it up. Well, that was rather pleasant indeed. Let me. And he'll walk in. He'll take a cursory look at the nightstand. He'll go sit on the bed and he'll lay on the bed. Now this is rather. He'll look up at the ceiling, his legs crossed and his arms folded over his torso. Really? I wonder how long I can lay here with 100 gold pieces. I mean, normally, an inn thing, that's, less than a gold. Zahran is gonna, I guess, take some minutes to, lay down and enjoy his winnings, Chief.
Yeah,
Sure.
he walks downstairs and Rothor and Pimian are, sobbing onto each other's soldiers, and he just goes, it seems like I am the true victor today.
So, maybe fate is trying to tell us something, Pimian. Maybe that drink would be the true test of...
No, I can't, in good faith, not
I believe that some
metagame here.
goddesses...
Yeah, so, go back to, the other characters. Zahran is currently enjoying his victory.
Shandala, did you see where Zahran went, or?
I sent him upstairs.
Oh.
She takes a sip from a drink.
All
He
right,
wanted
then.
to see the games up there, and I said that was probably a really good idea for him.
You know, I agree.
We're treating him like a retarded child.
What? He needs to learn at some point. She shrugs.
It's true.
Also,
Best way to learn is to walk in,
Yeah. That's how I learned. She takes another sip.
So
step at
Barry
a time.
down here does enjoy Shandala's, what's the word here? Presence a whole lot, as she is telling her stories about his crusading days at the World Wound. Whether
Oh.
or not she's paying attention is of no concern to him.
Oh no, she's paying some attention. She does like a fighting man after all. And yeah, she will try to maybe bring the talk back to whatever fantastic future drink he drank, and maybe ask a little bit about that.
She
Because
will,
the story seemed a bit embellished upon, so to speak.
he will give you a very vague story of how it was very much worth it, although you might not want to listen to everything that is being said.
Mm-hmm.
And at the center table here, with Rothor, Pimian, and Kenric, it does seem like the Clockfather Joram is, or was currently, talking to another individual
Incredibly drunk.
who has taken an interest in all of you, as he looks over somewhat timidly, tries to get your attention, and says, hello, excuse me.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
You are the group that is currently investigating the town's cave sister, aren't you?
Yeah, that's us.
Yes, we are.
Who might you be?
Well, he extends a hand in greeting. Well, I am Sanville Tratt. I am a traveling merchant who is currently, obviously, in the city here. And I was wondering that, you see, I have a knack for knickknacks, as it were. I'm using that as my slogan. And if you find anything, maybe you could come to me. I would be very interested.
Show him the rod,
Anything?
if you know what I'm saying.
Well, mostly, the metal knickknacks that you could find in many of Numeria's hills.
Do you only buy or
Sure.
sell as well?
I do sell the occasional thing, although I have not set up shop yet properly. I've only just arrived.
From where, if I may ask?
Oh, well, I travel around through the cities. I was in Starfall recently, for example, although business there is problematic for obvious reasons.
Any
Here
recent
it's
news from Starfall?
Well, only the usual, Technic League, robots. It's not very nice there. I am very sad to hear of the current problems that have befallen Torch, but it does appear that they are at least in somewhat good hands. He smiles. But you can find my shop as soon as I have set it up, which should be probably tomorrow, on the main town square. Can't miss it.
We'll be sure to come take a look.
Drem nods meanwhile and says, yes, I've known him for quite some time. He does know a thing or two. He's not just words, although mostly just words. Smiles.
How long have you known each other?
Oh, it should be about a year now, I think. Every couple of months he comes here, and we at least catch a drink and share news.
Hmm. Can I look at Pimion, and you still have that rod with you?
I do.
Maybe
Rude.
yes.
Like he has even like fucking set up shop.
Just a quick glance.
He's off duty.
No one's off duty. Let's ask Pimion if he wants to show the rod to Sanville here.
Zip.
So I'll show
Go
my
upstairs for that.
Yeah, sir. Sure.
Pimion kind of looks for a second and shrugs and says, "Is this really the best place for this kind of thing? I mean, we're in the middle of a crowded tavern. Who knows what kind of sorts of people are about?"
Maybe a drink would clear your head about it.
I'm not going to drink the future, if that's what you're implying.
What else are you going to do with it?
Wait for it to... Oh, what? The rod or the drink?
The future.
I'm gonna wait for it to happen. Hey, look, it's happening right now.
Prothor is stunned by this revelation.
Oh, I just shrugged then if Pimion wants.
We can visit him when he's set up his shop, but I don't want to pull it out now.
All right. I didn't know we had to be so secretive.
Better safe than sorry.
I'll turn back to Sanville and Joram and ask what they were talking about before we entered the inn.
Oh, just this and that, you know. What happened to poor old Emilia over there, for example? I heard that she lost her husband, or soon-to-be husband. Quite the story, that is.
Ooh.
And, of course, some other miscellaneous rumors, as it were. As it turns out, half the council is being plagued by headaches. And as it turns out, half of Torch seems to be plagued by headaches. Strange, that. But rumors are, as rumors are, exaggerated. I'm sure the headaches are just stress-induced. I mean, the town is in trouble.
Yes, I do see it on the streets.
Might also just be caused by people actually throwing their trash into the Crow Feather Pond, which is a terrible idea, but he shrugs. Joram nods. Yes, we have been discussing whether it wouldn't be better to just throw the trash on the junkyard instead, although the old rat of a junkyard master wouldn't like that. You see, he doesn't like the smelly kind of junk, only the bits and pieces and metal things.
I nod.
So, why not just throw it over the side of the plateau?
How would that look from the outside? We do rely on traders quite a bit, and we wouldn't want them to have the first thing that they see be trash.
You could put it on the side that nobody comes from. North.
I suppose, but that doesn't feel proper either, now does it? Should be gone from sight, properly and orderly.
Sure. Drink it instead. That's what you want to do.
I would rather not, to be honest. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to just put it somewhere, I suppose. But you hardly have to worry about that now, do you? You have much more important things to worry about. Are you heading out today again?
Yes.
Well, we'll see.
I think we are heading there after our visit to this inn, so if you could join us, once we are leaving?
Oh, sure, just, give me a poke. Although I, myself, do not plan to stay too much longer. It is almost past noon, after all.
I know.